but get it away from the microphone so the camera can see it.
So
Other side. Like, so hold it with that hand, right? And now chip out, eat.
It's so true.
I know.
It's so bad.
So if you want to get sponsored by Doritos, this is how you do it.
It is.
Yeah.
I'll do Cool Ranch. I'll do Flaming Nacho. Oh, so
all right,
good.
but now you got to put those away because we got to do the episode.
Hi, I'm Ella. You're listening to the DFM podcast with my mom and Jim.
B!
Hey!
Episode 3 of season 2.
God.
Crazy. We're back again.
We are.
Back again. Shady's back.
And it's still raining.
Tell a friend.
Just kidding.
I know. You know what though? We had good,
raining.
you know what we had good weather for though?
No.
The Zach Brown concert.
Yes.
I mean, not great weather.
No, it was great weather.
Yeah, it was great weather to do what you like to do.
Listen to music.
And tailgate.
And tailgate. And it wasn't blazing sun. Thank goodness, because they made us take our tent down.
Yeah.
The Clemson tent. Like, who does that? And why? We still don't know why.
To backtrack just for a second here, is your boss organized a teachers trip
concert
to see Zach Brown Band in concert at Jones Beach. Probably 30 teachers went.
Yeah.
You know, plus significant others and
30,
everybody.
Yeah. So fun.
Amazing time. And he gave a big show, Sadens did, about that he knows how to tailgate well and do it right.
We heard about it.
In fact, he was messaging me like, hey, Jim, can you make sure we have the football game on? Bring your fire torches, you're juggling fire. Like, we were going to do this tailgate right. And we get to Jones Beach, and one of the first things in our little group of cars that we mashed together and made happen was he threw up a tent, a pop-up tent.
Yeah.
And then we're hanging out, and I'm getting the TV all hooked up, and everybody's having a good time. And I have a little drink in my hand. I have a little Loyal in my hand. All of a sudden, whoop, whoop, police show up.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, ooh, I have an open container.
Right.
So I immediately just put it down in the trunk of my car, thinking, that'll solve everything. Well, the officer keeps walking up, and then I look, and there is a table. From left to right, this table, I think everybody just decided, like, hey, let's bring a bottle of booze or something like that. I mean, and the table was covered with more alcohol than anybody could ever consume.
Yeah, and there was, just side note, a Google spreadsheet with hyperlinks of who was bringing what.
And I'm thinking now, I look at that and I go, well, this is what the cop is here for, this table. And sure enough, that wasn't the problem either.
No, not at all. Drink away.
The problem was the pop-up tent.
Yeah.
For some reason, they didn't want us taking up parking spots. Taking up parking spots with our tables, with our bodies, with our chairs, with whatever.
Was fine.
Fine. But taking up parking spots with the tent was a no-no. From the police officer, what he said was, hey, we have eyes in the sky, and my bosses, if they see a tent, will say to go write a ticket. I don't want to write you a ticket, so if you could just take the tent down.
Because I guess if you're thinking about the 4 legs, it's definitely taking up those spaces.
Yeah, I mean, it's taking up those spots, but we took up those spots anyway.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like the parking lot was overly crowded that we...
No, we weren't
they needed
saying,
the spots.
oh,
we weren't waiting.
No,
we have this. Just holding it for a friend. But we had to take down the Clemson tent.
We did. I talked to a couple people after, and it was funny to think about the great time we were having outside together and then thinking, oh, we have a concert to go to. And we had a bathroom and we saw families. It was amazing. You know what? You need those times because things can get intense at work and you kind of get into the rut. And we have that during the day. But these events really are bring everyone together and people that you don't always
That's
see.
what I was just about to get at. No, that's what I was getting with it. Was there are plenty of the people, your friends that joke, because I always call them coworkers, but they're really your friends, and we hang out with them on a regular basis.
Yes.
There was a lot of coworkers there.
Yeah.
Like people that you don't hang out with outside of your job.
Not all the time. And then it's nice to have those connections and those conversations. And then we're passing each other in the hallway, and it's like, we did that together, and it's fun.
Yeah.
You know?
So it was a good time.
Yeah.
Satan's
to
did a good
relax.
job organizing that together. Are you guys doing it again?
I think so. I mean, absolutely.
All right. Can we go not to Jones Beach as a personal thing?
I know you say that, but it is really convenient.
Yeah, I guess for everybody else.
So, like, if you want to venture out of Jones Beach, I think you and I should do that. But for, like, our group, it was nice. North Shore, South Shore.
I have no problem with Jones Beach.
We love it as a venue. Yeah.
I've been to 6 concerts my entire life. 3 have been Zach Brown. All 6 have been at Jones Beach. I've never been to a concert
Which is crazy.
anywhere else.
Right.
So I just think I should experience that. And if Satan's
Sure.
organize the next one at like City Field or something.
City Field's annoying to just.
Barclays Center?
Barclays is okay as long as you're low.
Madison Square Garden.
MSG, great.
Nashville.
I mean, listen, that's a whole
I
other
want to
beast.
say it, put it in Satan's head, see what happens. See what happens next year.
We're taking a plane.
We'll take everybody on the
I
charter
think
jet.
Jones Beach is a good venue for where we all are.
Yeah. Well,
It was great. It was so fun.
I took the TV out of the office here
Yeah.
in order to watch the football games in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I even made a little like TikTok video about how I was hooking up to my car,
Oh, okay.
the TV or whatever else. And one of the comments was, "What would you do if that TV broke?"
Oh, we thought it did.
And it got me thinking, and I counted. Do you know how many TVs we have in this house?
I don't.
Do you want to take a stab at it? No, don't like really think about it.
All right.
Just like pick a
12.
number. Oh, that was a big number. Holy cow. I thought you were going to guess like 6.
No, I know we have a decent amount.
Yeah. I mean, it's not 12.
It's less than that?
It's less.
Shit.
Yeah.
And I didn't even have, the girls didn't have a TV in their room forever. Belle doesn't have a TV in her
Belle
room.
doesn't.
Is it 10?
It's 9.
Oh, jeez.
I love that you're like, oh, that's fine.
Well, it's not. But-
We have 9 TVs in this house.
Okay, I think a lot of people have a lot of TVs.
Yeah. No, and you know what? And there's very rare that the TVs are watched. We're more looking at our phones or the iPads and stuff like that too.
Big. Well, I shouldn't say we're not big TV watchers. This goes back to the whole thing where my son doesn't know, and we got ripped apart. We got ripped to shreds. How did your son not know TV,
That he doesn't know how to-
commercials, and we suck as parents. But it's funny because we'll watch streaming or sports. Or, yeah.
But there's 9. There's the basement TV that we do family movie night on.
But that also was for if we have someone
renting the apartment. We
Right.
have the one here in my office.
Right, but that we don't use as a TV. Am I supposed to be saying that?
No, this is fine.
But
I love that you're defending all of our
No,
TVs.
but we don't use that.
We have
as
the
a
one out
TV.
by the bar.
Okay,
Outside.
outside special occasions.
We have the one in the den.
Yeah,
We have the one in the living room.
yeah.
We have the one in our bedroom.
Okay.
The boys' bedroom.
Yeah.
The girls' bedroom.
Yeah.
What am I missing? There's another one. I know that there's 9. I counted 9. Oh, maybe I counted 9 thinking Kara had one in her bedroom and that was the 9th
Yeah.
when she was living here.
But I wouldn't count this as a TV. This is a dart screen.
The dart screen, yeah, but you know what?
We
I
don't
do.
ever watch it as a. Oh, you do.
When I'm down here in my office, if I'm not
so
putting
I
on
don't.
music, I'm putting on like Netflix
But
in the background.
interesting, so
like, you
Belle-
know what I watched today down here?
No.
The Equalizer.
God.
Speed 2. No, I watched The Equalizer down here. By the way, Speed is a great movie, and I'm happy I watched it with your son and my son. I know you want to make fun of
I have a picture
it.
of it. Insert, and I'll send it to you. Because you guys, and watching the boys watch Speed with you was awesome. I would just come down every few minutes. I was reading upstairs, and then I'd like come down and I'd be like, oh, such a boy movie.
If anybody's thinking we're not talking about the 1994 Keanu Reeves
Oh, we
Sandra Bullock
are.
movie, that is exactly what we're talking about. I showed it to our sons.
Because you were obsessed with that.
It's a great movie. It's so good. And it
Come
holds
on.
up. It holds
Come
up.
on. How can you watch
So
that
good.
and say it's not? He's like, oh, we made it over the bridge. Yay. Then he's like, oh, no. Now look, there's something else. It's like, stop.
It's so good.
Oh, did I go? Oh.
We're leaking gas when you thought you need another challenge? Yes!
On.
Such a good movie. I'm so excited about that movie.
Disclaimer, I'm not a big movie person.
Yeah.
But we all know
Watching
that.
our sons
That was
Speed was
amazing.
great. They loved it.
Anthony loved it. James loved it.
They were enthralled with the movie and kept like coming up with things before it even happened in the plot. James like, what did they run out of gas? I'm like, well, they're about to tackle that problem. Why don't they just get off the bus? And then Anthony's like, the bad guy probably has a camera on the bus.
And they did.
Yeah,
In 1994.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like nowadays, that seems pretty like
Standard.
100
like
like.
cameras on the bus.
Yeah, but in 1994, having a camera on the bus was a big deal, and that's how he did it.
Wow. Yeah, you'll get there.
You'll get there, bud. You'll like it one day. Oh man, we didn't mean to talk about
94. Oh, finances. So when I was married, we shared our finances. So it was like we got a joint checking, a joint savings.
Same here.
But then I do know people that are married that have their separate accounts and then they decide which bills they're going to pay. When we bought the house, it was like, well, how are we going to do this? And I had said to you, even though we're not combining accounts, I very much through to you, I was like, if you want to take over all the bills and pay them and get the accounts set up on the computer and
part of us moving in together was a financial decision.
We weren't planning
I had to move. Right. And then like this house came up and I mean we've told the story, but like the thought was like, holy crap, with your mortgage, my rent, you pay cable, I pay cable, you pay electric, I pay, like it's actually cheaper for us to have this amazing house.
Yeah, we're obviously going to save on
and it's cheaper than living separate.
Right.
And then when we did that, I had made a spreadsheet of like, hey, this is what you pay in cable, this is what I pay in cable, this is what we're paying together. This is what you pay in mortgage, this is what I pay in rent, this is what we pay together. You know, like and doing all of that, and then that spreadsheet just kind of lived on. I said, I'll take care of the bills.
Yeah.
So how this works is you have your own account.
I have my own checking and savings.
Right. I have all my own accounts.
Who knows what?
But we have one account that is a house account.
Yes.
We both put money into it every month.
Yeah.
Certain amount. And that takes care of our mortgage, all of our bills for the month. And then there should be, depending how we spend,
an overflow.
Like
a cushion.
Which goes into like a house savings, like stays there for house savings. So right away, like when we had our washer and dryer break when we first moved in, we bought a new washer and dryer with the money that was in that account.
Yes.
So it didn't affect my savings or your savings or my checking or your checking. We had the money here in the house.
But here's why I find it important. When we have our own children, or we do obviously have our that didn't sound right. We have our own children. So if I have certain money and my children ask me to maybe get them something, I don't have to run it through you. I don't think we're
because we don't spend money the same way.
We don't spend money the same way, and I didn't want to have to say, "Oh, Jim, you know, Anthony wants these new shoes. What do you think?"
Right.
And you just say, so it's nice to have that where we're not going to argue over what I'm going to spend on my kids and what you're going to spend on your kids, where that would be a conversation, maybe an argument. And it's like, no, I have it and I'm going to do with this for them and then you're going to do that, and
our house account. Yeah, we really do agree on what we're spending that on.
Yeah,
but for the most part, it's like real things that just needs the driveway needs to get repaved.
Yeah.
Hey, we have the money in the house account to do that.
But I also have to get used to. I'll be like real here, coming from like doing it all on my own, and kind of like maybe building a little pride behind that, and then not giving it to you, but like putting it towards something. And then I have to realize, like, I'm okay. Like, I have this cushion. So if I don't see it so much in my account, it's been an adjustment, just like seeing numbers. And I'm always worried about.
Yeah, you're worried. You're worried about money sometimes, especially when it comes time. I mean, I think every teacher can like go through this, whatever else. When it comes like end of August time,
you
haven't, you know, for you at least, you take your paychecks. You take one big check beginning of the summer.
And it's never
and
possible.
It's, and then you have to live through that through the summer. So by the end of August, you're like, whoa, okay, money's starting to get tight here.
Middle of September.
And I feel like I remind you, like, yeah, money's tight maybe for you for your spending, but listen, all that money's in the house account.
Put toward it. Yeah.
Right, in the house account. So if the water heater blows up, you don't need to take anything out of your personal accounts for that.
Yeah.
We have that already on here.
Before I was with you, like doing it on my own, and I would have to, like, if something went wrong, I had no cushion. I would have to charge it, or I'd have to ask my family for help. And it's really difficult to live on Long Island and work here, and also like take care of your family. It's like it's a high price of living.
Yeah, Long Island is expensive in general. If we live together, it's just cheaper, and that made like no sense really. I mean, it makes sense, but like it made no sense in the big scheme of like
our relationship at the point.
Yeah,
like we were
but
kind of like it was like quick, but it did make
financial sense, and financial sense is my overall.
Not living with the love of your life. Okay.
Financial sense.
I'm kidding.
Financial
Neither
sense.
of us, I have to make this point for this segment. Neither of us thought about living together.
No.
It wasn't, if we weren't in that bubble for that amount of time, I don't think we would have even visited
this is
it as a reality.
This is how our kids first met.
Oh, yeah.
Is through, I think, COVID.
They met a little bit as when we were friends, just from seeing each other. But like, as us being together and being like, let's
bring the kids. Let's have our kids. Okay, so
it was like, hey, can you watch my kid 2 days a week? I gotta go to work.
So time out. Hold on. Let me backtrack this.
I know.
We have a
It's like-
picture in our house.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw it up on the screen right now.
Which
Let's
one?
take a
The
picture
Jeep
of it.
one?
The Jeep one. Is the first day our kids hung out and kind of met each other.
Yeah.
And it was us going to the beach.
Yeah.
And I had my 2-door Wrangler.
Yeah.
And we put me and you in the front. We put 5 kids in the back of the Wrangler and drove onto the beach and had a day at the beach together.
It was great.
And they had a great time hanging all out together and played and had a fun time. And it was this surreal moment of like, oh, these are your kids. These are my kids. They get along. And that was before anything really other than just like,
yeah, that was 2019.
yeah, like, but that was just like, hey.
Yeah, we were feeling it out.
Yeah. You know,
they were great.
like it was a huge moment for us and they had no
they
idea.
were like,
Huge moment for us, and they were just like, oh, these people are cool. What was that kid's name? But we took a picture in the Jeep, and it lives on our bookshelf up there. And then COVID happened, and we needed to create a bubble of people you wanted to see at that time,
right? And
you know, and be around, and that you could be with, you know, and like kind of make that your.
And your ex knew, and my ex knew that was the bubble.
Sylvia knew that Anthony was coming to my house,
so it wasn't like she had to know that, and my ex had to know that for their bubbles.
Yeah. But
so it was
like Anthony was going to come to my house 3 days a week, whatever it was, to do schoolwork because you were school went back
5 days a week, like right away.
Anthony wasn't back at all, and then he was back 2 days a week or
2 days
every other day or whatever it was.
So my girls were back 2 days a week, and Anthony was back 2 days a week, but they weren't the same days.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
That's what it was. So I took Anthony to my house.
That the mail. I was like,
I would drive out to you, pick up Anthony.
Yeah.
Like I'd have James and Mel in the car, come out, pick up Anthony, go back to my house.
Yeah.
I'd get them egg sandwiches, which you didn't find out till like 2 weeks ago. Like Anthony's like, remember that deli by your house where we used to get egg sandwiches? Like, you used to get egg sandwiches every morning? I'm like, yeah, that's what we did.
That was your routine.
Yeah, we'd go get egg sandwiches, and then we'd go back to the house and we'd do schoolwork together.
Yeah.
And I was like,
had, of course, spinning. What's the next
Again,
activity?
This is you being upset that I'm a good dad.
No, you're an amazing dad. I think I was upset because I was back at work and like I couldn't be part of it. And I'm like, this is awesome.
It was a great day of school at the house.
No.
Yeah, we did the Pledge of Allegiance. We had announcements.
Yes.
On a loudspeaker.
Yeah.
We played games and did art class and
phys ed
and everything.
Math, everything.
I don't think any other parent
it.
put in the work that I did.
Probably not.
fucking awesome.
Aw.
I'm proud of myself for that. It
You
was
should
good.
be proud of
I
yourself.
just turned on the computer.
And then-
and it just unlocked with my watch. Here was what I was going to say. I'm going to end it with this. We talk about that we travel a lot lately.
Okay.
You know, we've been to Key Largo. We've been to Vegas. We're going to go to Nashville soon. I'm going to go to Missouri with my mom. And you know what I was not going to do?
What do you not?
When we land?
What?
She's not going to clap.
Oh.
Because who claps when they land?
Me. Bring back the clap.
Who
People.
claps when you land?
Everybody that was my age growing up.
And
you
how?
clap. I'm sorry. You clap when
want me to cut out your fucking, or-
You could bleep it out. It's poignant.
Mom, that's embarrassing if you clap.
From upstairs.
No way! How is it embarrassing?
We've been to
Please.
Florida, and you clapping when you
It's
land.
ridiculous that no one does it. It's thank God we landed. Everyone used to clap when you landed. No, you were born 3 years after me. No one clapped.
I don't know. Maybe I haven't been on enough flights.
You haven't. I'm sorry.
I had one.
Please
I had one
back
clap
me
ever,
up.
and that was when like our plane was like, you know, ambulances and fire trucks on the runway.
Oh God.
That's the only time anybody's ever clapped because we were.
No, I'm sure they were not really. They were clapping then.
Yeah, they were like, thank God then, but not for just
No,
a normal
just a
like everyday
regular
trip.
Clap. See, I'm very passionate about this.
Bring back the clap.
Bring back the clap. And come on. I was born in 1980. When you were on a flight, you clapped when the plane landed.
All right, we'll end
End
there.
of story.
All right, bring back the clap, says
Yep.
Christine. I say not needed. I'll see you next week.
Love you.